Hi, I'm Quinn, and today, as you can probably tell, we're talking about another book in the Earth's Children series, specifically the third one called The Mammoth Hunters, and it picks up immediately where the last one left off, which was the Valley of the Horses. And we find Ayla and Jondalar have come across these new people. They had been staying together in the valley, and she has her two horses with them. And immediately, the Mammoth Hunters, well, we come to find the people are the Mammoth Hunters, and they obviously hunt mammoths as their main food source, as well as their like the way they build their homes and their weapons and things like that. And they immediately find Ayla with the horses that she has trained from the previous book. Like, she doesn't see them as pets or whatever. She sees them as her like equals, and she cares about them. And she can ride her horse Winnie and the colt's named Racer. And so the people just think that her and Jondalar are nuts. And Jondalar is immediately really nervous because she starts acting in ways that make him uncomfortable, because she shows reverence to their wise, like, spiritual leader the same way she was treating like the clan of the Cave Bear, the people that she was raised by. So that's just makes a whole end of trouble. This book, I will say, friends of mine told me that this series becomes really soap opera-y. And I remember when I was in the middle of book one, Clan of the Cave Bear, and in the middle of the Valley of the Horses, and I was like, oh, my friends are just being silly, like, this is a really good book. Well, I believe you, friends. This is the book where it gets really, really soap opera-y because of miscommunications. And I found it incredibly frustrating because so many things could have been solved by just saying, this is how I was raised, so I feel this way. And then, no, you didn't have to do that. That's not how the world works. I feel like if more people had those conversations in real life, then there'd be less problems. But so there was a lot of that in this book. But there was a lot of good stuff, like a lot of character building. Ayla becomes really close with a lot of the people in the Mammoth Hunters group. She actually becomes adopted by them after a while, and she ends up adopting and raising a little wolf pup that she just named Wolf, because Ayla's not that creative in the naming, but it implies that she's one of the reasons why we have dogs as pets now, because, you know, this is historical fiction after all. But yeah, there's a lot of relationship drama between Ayla and Jondalar just because they don't communicate properly. Like, she ends up making pleasures with another person in this, you know, new world of people that she meets, and because she doesn't realize that she can say no, because the way she was raised, it was like, if somebody wants to, you know, make pleasures with you, then you do that, even if you don't want to. I mean, like, she did want to. I don't know. It was very complicated. It was very confusing. So then there was a lot of drama with Jondalar because he's got his own baggage that we actually find out, which is just, oh, it's so soap opera. I know I've said that quite a few times, but it really is. And there was a lot of stuff in this book that I found very frustrating. But actually, when they did hunt the mammoths, that was really cool. And they learn, Ayla learns that there's a lot of prejudices in the world, but people can also be taught to, you know, change their ways. And that was really sweet to see, that she made some real change and made these people realize that the way she was raised, you know, isn't barbaric, isn't terrible, it's just different. And I thought that was pretty beautiful. So in the very end of the Mammoth Hunters, she tells Jondalar that she still loves him and that, you know, he still loves her, and they decide to leave. They decide to leave the Mammoth Hunters because he wants to go back home, and he wants to tell his family about her. And they've decided that even if his family does not accept her, then he will accept that and still stay with her no matter what. And it's like, oh, that's so cute. So they leave, and it ends up like that's the next book. So I've got a couple chapters into the next book, and it's really just them traveling. So I'm really hoping the next one's not as drama filled as this one, but still heartwarming. We'll see what happens. Yes, that'll be book 4. Have any of you read the Earth's Children series before? What did you think of it? Did you like it? Did the soap opera stuff make you not want to read anymore? Let me know in the comments if there's anything else you'd like me to read or check out, whether for Clown Girl Talks or for just me talking about stuff. Let me know. Put it in the comments. I want to hear from you. Alright, next time. Bye.